shaky all year. He pitches very well at home, and he has a very good career against the Reds. But you have an 18-game winner in the bullpen you could bring out and pitch. Shelby Miller probably will not make a start this postseason, but in the last game of the season, he proved he was a very good starter. And you look at Wainwright and Carpenter, they may have not, either of them had the best year. Carpenter with only 3 starts, but they pitch well in the postseason. Wainwright, I think, has career ERA under 1 in the postseason. You saw Carpenter last year in the postseason, and I think Carpenter is going to come out and do same old Carp tomorrow against the Nationals.
So obviously, Chris Carpenter was huge for the St. Louis Cardinals last year in the postseason. Tomorrow he takes the mound against former Cardinal Edwin Jackson. How do you expect the rest of the series to play out between the Nationals and Cardinals, considering that the rest of the series is going to be played in Washington? Do you really think that the Cardinals are going to be able to take 2 out of 3 in Washington from the Nationals?
I do. The Nationals have not been hitting the ball quite as well lately. They have not scored quite the runs they were in the late season in the playoffs so far. And the Cardinals have lined up to go these last 3 games. It would be Carpenter, Loesch, and Wainwright. And to win 2 of 3 against them with the Cardinals offense exploding, I just don't see it happening.
All right, certainly good insight there. How about Baltimore and New York? The rest of the series is going to be played in New York. Obviously, so many great moments for the Yankees at Yankee Stadium in the postseason throughout the years. Do you expect, New York to just breeze by, or do you think Baltimore has a shot?
I think Baltimore has a shot. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Yankee clubhouse. Issues with whether or not they should bench A-Rod. They won 90-some games, and then there's questions about firing Girardi. And they just have a lot of stuff going on. The Orioles have won close games all year long, and I think they'll continue to win these close playoff games. And I think you could see them playing against the Tigers in the ALCS.
Well, it'd certainly be unexpected and an exciting American League Championship series to watch. That you brought up the point about Alex Rodriguez. Manager Joe Girardi hasn't ruled out moving third baseman A-Rod in the lineup for Wednesday's game, even though he's mired in a terrible slump right now. Do you think the Yankees are better with or without Alex Rodriguez?
I think they're better with him, just because his experience in the playoffs. He's had an amazing career. Just players get in slumps, and you can't bench someone with that caliber of a player in the playoffs just because he's slumping.
Well, real quickly, some news from a team that's not in the playoffs that got eliminated in the wild card game. The Texas Rangers will not be making any offers to Josh Hamilton before he hits the open market and free agency this upcoming offseason. Clubs have a chance to negotiate with their own prospective free agents, but Rangers general manager John Daniels said the team agreed with Hamilton's representatives that the slugger would get to test the market, so they'll wait and see how it shakes out. Hamilton was booed a lot towards the end of the season. Do you see Hamilton ever playing in a Texas uniform again? Because I certainly don't.
No, I do not either. Fans don't seem to like him there, and he posted a tweet a couple days saying he moved from one city to another, just his life takes you wherever, and I think he's going to be moving to a different city to play baseball next spring.
If you had to put money on it, where's Josh Hamilton playing in 2013?
That's a tough one, but I'm going to have to say somewhere on the East Coast.
Well,
I do not know a team, but somewhere on the East Coast, I'd put my money on.
Yeah, it's certainly hard to tell right now. Obviously the Red Sox and the Phillies have a lot of payroll coming off because they blew up their rosters at the trade deadline.
Yes.
So, right now, from what you've seen from these teams in this postseason, what's your World Series matchup?
My World Series matchup is the Reds versus the Tigers.
That's certainly a good series. Even without Cueto, Matt Latos, Homer Bailey, and Bronson Arroyo have really been able to carry the load for this team. I know you're not a big basketball guy, but I got to ask you about Phil Jackson's comments on LeBron James and Michael Jordan. Phil Jackson said last week, that he believes that LeBron James' physical strength and ability to play 4 different positions could eventually give the Miami Heat star a leg up on Michael Jordan. You look at the two players' NBA careers. Obviously, Jordan has played a lot longer. LeBron is still in his prime. Jordan finished his career averaging 30.1 points per game. He had 10 scoring titles, 5 regular season MVP awards to go along with 6 NBA titles. You look on the other side at LeBron James. So far in his career, averaging 27.6 points per game. He has 1 scoring title to go along with 3 regular season MVP awards. Just got his first NBA title. Do you really think that anyone is ever going to be able to match up with the greatness that Michael Jordan put up during his career, yet alone LeBron James? Do you think LeBron James will ever be classified higher than Michael Jordan?
Yes. Not for a while, but I don't understand why people hate so much on LeBron James. He has won an NBA title, he's won a gold medal, he's won an MVP. What hasn't the guy done? He's an amazing player. I don't necessarily like him that much, but he's a great basketball player, and you have to acknowledge that. I could see him one day being considered better than LeBron, but I don't think anyone has matched, not better than LeBron, better than Jordan. I don't think anyone has matched Jordan's career numbers and what he did as a basketball player right now.
Well, certainly it's going to be a debate for the ages as basketball season's getting ready to start, and it'll certainly be another fun season to watch. Finally, a full NBA season. Of course, last year we had the lockout limit the season to 66 games, not to mention another exciting season in college basketball upon us as well. Travis Neff, thank you so much for your time here on Chris's Corner.
You're welcome, Chris.
That was Travis Neff, a member of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you enjoyed our insight. Once again, thank you to Travis Neff for joining the program. My name's Chris Sylvester, and I'm out.
Got another confession.